A side, A side. Or A side B.
Now, now.
We are live here right now. Cumberland Cree versus Onion Lake Border Chiefs on their way. Two solid teams here. Once again, thank you for tuning in to IOPS, powering Indigenous success.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. This is
I want to thank you guys for tuning in as we get ready to bring you some more deadly action. We're going to take you now to Willis. Join me.
have a roster for them as of right now. Yesterday they lost their game. They had no players. They were still on the way. So Onion Lake, Cumberland Cree here. A few minutes have gone by. Devin Buffalo and net on one end. Then the goaltender for the Cree, Frank Chaboye. That one's crosses over to the Cree zone. Blocked there by the defenseman. Now back the other way. Number 74, Laz Constant. Paul picks this one on up. Ashton Paul, that one's played up ahead now. I think the goaltender is Peranto. I could be wrong there. If anybody knows. Chaboye now in alone. Center there in front end. They score. Onion Lake Border Chiefs get on board here. Yesterday, they only had 5 guys and a goalie. They got mercied. So they're looking for redemption here today. Onion Lake Border Chiefs. Face off, Paul. Number 10 is going to carry there. Gowan in, avoids a hit. Number 77, Chaboye. We've got Dwayne McKenzie Sr. there, the father of Pavel McKenzie. They won against the Saskatoon Blaze last night, 4-3, Moose Jaw Warriors. Centered in front there, stopped by Buffalo. Back to the point to McKenzie. Shot. A little too high there. Out of everyone's reach. Constant takes a hit, goes down. Bit of a side hit there against the Cree. Now walking in. Fire there. Stopped by Buffalo. Now the Border Chiefs picking up speed. Oh, got something in my throat there on that one. Got a little too quick on that call here. Excuse me, everybody. Border Chiefs back in down low. That one's played high off McKenzie. McKenzie Sr. wearing number 20. It's like his baby boy does there with the Moose Jaw Warriors. Moose Jaw Warriors, remember, 4-3 over Saskatoon Blades. Face off just outside the Cumberland zone. Looks like the officials are going to go to the roster. What kind of music do Filipinos listen to over there? Western stuff or huh? Mixed. Mixed. Do you guys say that?
Waiting here. They got the face off coming on up near the Cumberland Cree net. The Border Chiefs leading 1-0 early on here in the first. Thanks again for tuning in to IOPS.ca, empowering Indigenous success. Lots going on here, you guys, as you see, and I just went live outside of the rink there, and we had a band playing there. They're playing, I think, till 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock as well. You got another hour and a half if you want to come down here and smash a car with like a hammer or a sledgehammer. It's pretty fun. It's $5 for one hit, and it's $20 for 5. So lots going on here, you guys. There's so much going on here. Hockey, entertainment everywhere. Come on down to the Art Hauser.
The defensemen now, the forwards are going to make some action down into the Cree zone. Played up ahead. Cumberland Cree. Now the Border Chiefs. That play stopped, broken up there. Now Constant. Now we've got a 2-on-1, 1-on-1 now. Goes wide right. Devin Buffalo in all alone. Circle back around there, number 57 or 52 rather. Kevin McKenzie. And we've got a whistle on the play. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, after this game, we're headed back up to the A-side division. Walking in there, Ashton Paul. That one's broken up. Tried to center that one in front, but the defense are good. Now Paul crosses over. Quick love by Buffalo. Couldn't control that shot, loses it. Now back the other way, number 14. Over across there, number 2. Couldn't control that pass. That one still stays on side. Now in all alone. Trying to do the wraparound. Centered in front there. So there is no icing on that call. Couple changes on the stripes here for the officials. A lot of people here at the Art Hauser Center Saturday, we've got live entertainment outside. So if you get a chance, maybe you're going to hitch a ride with one of your relatives that wants to go to PA. The weather is good. It's Saturday night. I believe there's a social here tonight somewhere in the city for, I don't want to stop high up into the netting. So there is a social that is going to be happening. Face-off win, Border Chiefs. This one goes around the boards, fired up high off the glass, touches the speaker up here. Paul tried to fire that one on net, blocked by the defender. Now Constant couldn't control that one. That pass back to Paul and at the point, walking in, trying to get a quick snapper on net, but that play is broken up. Now back the other way. The Border Chiefs waiting out the defenseman, and all alone, big save there by the goaltender. Frank Chaboyer is the goaltender, being pressured now by Laz Constant. This one head back down the other way. That one right hard off the boards, back down into the corner. The defenseman now. Number 57, Kevin McKenzie. Actually, that's Trey Fourquette. Fourquette, number 57. Now there's Kevin McKenzie now on the play, trying to pressure the defenseman. Trying to get them to make the wrong moves here. 1-0 Chiefs. Border Chiefs. Stopped by Chaboyer. Border Chiefs. Good opportunity there. Shot wide. Now back the other way. Senior McKenzie kept on side. No offside. That one's fired back in. Dwayne Senior is going to go for a line change. Ashton Paul trying to steer the forwards off to the side. Walks right in up the middle. That one goes wide of the goaltender. Back behind the net, Border Chiefs. That one's high into the netting. Border Chiefs with the face-off win there. That one ends up along the right hand. Played up ahead. Kept in at the line. Wide open and a score. Border Chiefs make it 2-0 with 11:15 left in the first period. This is some B-side hockey action here, ladies and gentlemen. So the winner of this game is going to play tomorrow. They're going to get a break, a full day break throughout the day. And then they've got to make the long trek tomorrow. That's a lot of hockey there. If you want to call yourselves the champions. Once again, Redder is still in the A side. They're going to play against Pashna. Alexis. Patagan. It is now 3-0 for the Onion Lake Border Chiefs. Cameron Patagan, number 15. Waskowicz Noski on the assist. 3-0 hockey game. Face off is just going to be below the broadcast booth here as the Cumberland Cree. They win the draw there. That one's back down to the defenseman. Darcy Chandler plays that one off the boards. Back down in Chandler, getting up on the action. Laz Constant centered in front. Now all alone. Easy little shot. Stopped by Buffalo there as the Border Chiefs back down the other way. Being played by the defenseman. High up off the boards. The defensemen are going to retrieve this down low. Fiddler up ahead now to Constant. Constant walking in. Number 57, Fourquette. Center there for Fourquette. Couldn't control that pass and back down the other way. Number 10. Being pressured by Fourquette. Calling for them to speed up and get the play going, but Constant. Couple of dangles there at the blue line. Shot fired there, picked up by the goaltender. Cumberland Cree, good chance there to get on board. Ashton Paul, the power forward, Ashton Paul, the young guy has played for a few different teams in the past year here on the Indian tourney circuit. He was hooked up there, didn't like that no call. Now in all alone, number 7 on Chaboyer. Cannot beat him. Stopped there by Chaboyer. Cumberland Cree down in their own zone. Dwayne Sr. That pass broken up now. Border Chiefs back down the other way. Loses control down in the corner. That's going to be played up to Paul. Paul, constant. Dangles the defenseman. That's going to be a penalty. Tripping is going to be the call there. Number 2. Wide open opportunity there for the Cumberland Cree. Back to the point. Stopped by Buffalo. Number 2, Whitstone, is going to go for a tripping ball. The 50-50 here is just over $1,200. If you're at home and watching, the 50-50 number was announced there. Let's see if we can get Cal to send me the numbers. We'll draw it. Maybe you know somebody. Maybe it's being claimed right now. Hits the post there. That one's fired in front. 3:45 remains here in the first period. Ashton Paul back to the point to Constant. Trying to get on board. Constant can't get open here. They're doing a good job of playing defensive hockey, the Border Chiefs. Boxing everything up. Constant. Fakes that one. Walks in. He was hooked up. No call on the play there. Number 27, Fiddler, is going to retrieve this down in his own zone. Cumberland Cree walk in. Fiddler is going to retrieve this one. Drop there in front. That shot high and way wide. Fired on net. Paul looking to get his team on the board now. Dangles, couple moves. Shot deflected wide. Tried to get the tip in front of Buffalo, but he steers that one aside. Fiddler with a quick wrister on net. Tip too high. Number 7, Lucien Chaboyer. That's going to be icing. Now back down, Laz Constant. Jay. Onion Lake roster. Onion Lake roster. This one's fired down into the corner here. Onion Lake Border Chiefs back to the point. Fired on net. That one goes in. That one was deflected up high off his shoulder and got a bad bounce. 4-0. first period here, 4-0. The Chiefs and the Cree Chiefs. This is the South, and there is all alone shot. That one went a little too easy. In all alone there now. Across, wide open chance. Fired again on net. Number 47 here for the Cree. No name there. I believe that's a Mackenzie, though. Number 44, sorry. Last name is Mackenzie, I do believe. That one's broken up, and that's going to do it for the first period here. 4-0 for the Border Chiefs. Shots on goal, 13-12 in favor of the Cree. So the Cree having a bit of a hard time trying to figure out Devin Buffalo, the former PBCN Stars goalie. Oh, Marvin, yeah. Paul walking across the blue paint down, period number 2. He stopped there by the defenseman. We're going to get a list of the roster here now, offside. I know number 2 is Whitstone. He served the penalty. Couple of takens there on the Onion Lane Border Chiefs there now. A couple of sweethearts not wanting to kiss there. They're just on the first date. Now Constant cannot dangle the defenseman. Number 57, Furquette. Circling back now to Paul. Paul walks in, gloved down easily by Buffalo. In all alone there now, last Constant almost got his team on board. Battle down into the corner. Just to the left, right-hand side of Buffalo. Furquette back to the point to Paul. Fires this one. Almost beat a screen, Devin Buffalo. Constant. Being constantly chased now as the Border Chiefs in all alone, back in front. Furquette in front, looking for somebody open. Big high shot. That one goes off his shoulder. Number 77, Mackenzie, Jack Mackenzie. Devin Buffalo cannot be beat here. So the Border Chiefs got mercied yesterday. Their team never showed up. They had 5 guys and a goalie, and they got mercied by Kisakus, I do believe. Or the Sandy Lake. No, actually, that was Red Pheasant that beat them out yesterday. So they didn't have a full team, and one of the games are coming up, so we're going to have to get an update on lineups here. Centered in front. Good defensive play there, and they beat the goaltender, Chaboye. Good effort there from the Cumberland Cree defenseman, but a couple of sticks that were picked up. Puck got through. As you see there, big save there by Chaboye. Missed that one. Number 2, Whitstone walks in, roofs it on Chaboye. Down in the Cumberland Cree zone now, 5-0. Dustin Whitstone, number 2, Forquette. Down in the Cumberland Cree. That pass couldn't get through. Now and all alone. Number 10 coming back is McKenzie. Cannot beat Chaboye. Big stop there. Chaboye looks like he moved a little awkwardly. The 50-50 winner has been announced there. Chaboye pad save $1,200. Face off win Border Chiefs. Paul dangles through a couple of the forwards, now trying to beat the defenseman. Fired high. That one goes up into the netting. That lady got shy there. You see that side look? Oh, she done it again. Uh-oh. She got caught. She's like, oh, don't put me on the big screen, Ola. Now the Border Chiefs. Picked up by Paul. Border Chiefs having a bit of issue down in the Cumberland Cree zone. Paul drops that one. Being pressured there by number 17. Held up, no call. That is going to be hooking against number 17. So we're going to get a name for number 17. Tip wide of Devin Buffalo there. That one a good opportunity. Power play here for the Cumberland Cree here. As they are down 5-0. Boscovich. Now Paul back to the point. Fourquette's going to fire that one on net. Wide open. Chance hits the side of the net. Devin Buffalo is sprawled across the crease, and Chaboyer is going to retrieve this, leave this for his partner, Fourquette. Fourquette picking up speed, looking for somebody open. He's got Laz Constant with him. Catches his own pass. McKenzie on the defense. McKenzie. Once again, the father of Pavel McKenzie plays for the Moose Jaw Warriors. Game number 2 happening tonight. So if you want to watch that, support him. That's going to be an icing call against yours truly there, Dwayne McKenzie Sr. Pavel McKenzie's dad. Lots of talk about the Moose Jaw Warriors. I do live in Moose Jaw, so I'm a Warriors fan. One of the few things I do here in Moose Jaw. So once that one ends, golf season begins. How many golfers here in the chat? I know all the golfers there, the sandbaggers, because the tournaments are starting. They say they're a 10 handicap, but they actually shooting 73s every round. Hey, how many people do we know in the chat like that here? Throw it in the comments, because there's got to be some from Onion Lake. A lot of golfers go over to Lloyd to play a tournament. A lot of tournaments in Alberta, a lot of scrambles, handicap scrambles. So McKenzie up to Constant. Dangles through himself, actually. He beat himself and the Border Chiefs. Whitstone's going to fire that one out of his own zone. McKenzie, that pass intended there for McKenzie. A bit off as the Border Chiefs got one guy in all alone. Constant back the other way. Couple of backyard ODR moves there, and now the Border Chiefs almost got a break. The defense having some issues down in their own zone. The Border Chiefs, number 21, going to walk in up the left-hand side now. Going around the corner. Poke check there by Chaboyer. This one's going to go the length of the ice. Paul in all alone, cannot beat the defenseman. Paul was picked aside there by the defenseman. They're going to go back up the other way. Picking up speed, number 22, cannot beat Chaboyer. That one goes wide. Couple opportunities there for the young guys from the Border Chiefs. And Devin Buffalo is going to leave this there for his partner, number 25. We will get an update on the roster here of the Onion Lake Border Chiefs. That one ends up in the glove of Chaboyer. Cal, Onion Lake roster, please, Raphael. Onion Lake. Face-off win, Cumberland Cree. Paul's going to headman this one in. Fourquette shot wide open. In all alone. Open net. Devin Buffalo was down, but that shot was blocked. Still 5-0. 13:20 remains here. All back the other way. Number 10 and 14. 14 in all alone. Cannot beat Chaboyer. Chaboyer has been keeping his team in there this whole period. Constant. Trying to hold up number 14 there. Takes a hit down into the boards. Cumberland Cree have been moving the puck here pretty good throughout the neutral zone and trying to create opportunities, but not many good shots. And the ones that do, Devin Buffalo sees them the whole way. So gotta have the defensemen play their position. No pinching. Because that one goal is the deciding factor here. It is 5-0, yeah, but I mean, in between that, if they had scored, the game changes. Like you guys saw there with Pisakus Rangers. The ref blew the whistle too quick. They weren't too happy. That was the game changer there. Might have been a shootout. Ashton Paul takes a stick up high. There's going to be a call against the Border Chiefs for high sticking. Red at 6:30 against Pashna selects. Right on. I've got an update here. Cal has sent me a picture of the roster. I just got to write them down. So yesterday when they played, they only had 5 guys. They didn't know what jersey they were wearing. I believe they just had random jerseys. So I didn't get a list of anything. That's why I have nothing right now. So thank you for that. All in the chat. Chaboye is going to leave it there for Furquette. 10:54 remains. Power play, 2 minutes on the penalty for high sticking against Paul. Paul stopped by Buffalo, and then that's going to be covered up. G0. That's going to go to the Cumberland Cree zone. Mr. McKenzie Sr. Pass up the head to Constant. Constant's got Furquette with him. Ends up down into the corner. Going to play this one off the boards. Paul back to the defense. Fired on net. Tipped in front, but Buffalo sees that one the whole way. Covered up by Buffalo. Furquette on the point. 23 seconds remains here. That one. Constant wanting a tip on that slap pass there, but a little out of reach as a defenseman. Back to Paul. Picking up speed, angles through the defenseman. Buffalo was out of position, but puck was out of play. Now covered up by Buffalo. Penalty is going to expire there to number 2, Whitstone. Face off there, right-hand side of Buffalo. No call on the trip there against the Border Chiefs. Now Laz Constant. Spinorama move down in front. Kept in at the blue line. Big slap shot high up. Constant goes down. front and they beat Buffalo. Number 27, Daryl Fiddler from Laz Constant. 5-1. It ain't over yet. It is 5-1, 7:32. Shots 22-20 in favor of the Cumberland Cree. So a lot of the actions, most have been over on Devon Buffalo. Chaboyer has been playing good hockey here as well. Good goaltending. That one's picked up there by Paul. Paul, and a lone shot. That one was wide. Number 24, Lionel McKenzie had a good chance there. Number 14, here's one of the imports, I do believe. Cannot beat Chaboyer. Probably Chaboyer with the Cree accent. That one's going to knock a strap there off of Buffalo's helmet. This one's flicked up high into center ice here. Mr. Senior. Gonna lose that one. Number 14 is gonna walk in and beats Chaboyer. That is gonna make it 6-1. Mr. McKenzie going to the bench here. Saturday night, and the DJ is playing the tunes of the cabaret. 14, Wyatt Noski. Offside is the call. Ashton Paul picks this one on up at the blue line. Laz Constant throws a hit. A bit questionable there. That was almost on the numbers there. Now number 20. 2-0 and all alone. And they score! Number 22 from 20. So 22 is Kale Patagan. And number 20. Number 20 is Child Tax Day here last week. So we get a name for number 20 from the Border Chiefs. Walking in here, one more, and that is going to do it. This is the mercy rule, but there's 3 minutes left remaining. Andrew Wapas, number 20. Wapas from Patagan. And all alone again is Noski. Cannot beat the goaltender Chaboyer. Chaboyer is, although he's down 6 goals, he has played Some good goaltending here. This game would have been over a long time ago if it wasn't for Shaboye. So good on him to not give up and keep going here. Number 15, Kyron Patagan. It's always good to get the names here. So thank you guys on the chat. I appreciate it. Like I said yesterday, they only had 5 guys and a goalie. Their team was still on the way. This is a group of young guys that are playing for the Border Chiefs. They had to put on a bunch of random jerseys. Otherwise, the time was going to wind down and the goals were going to add up. So they had to play. I believe they lost 1 goal and they let 6 in. Was what the story. That's how it goes. I'm going to stick to it. Number 10. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Mercy rule with 141 left. We'll see you back here at the next one. I believe that's going to be the A-side action here. So Sandy Lake Chiefs are going to go play Norway House Bruins. So we'll see you all back here in about 20 minutes.